Did I find Mercury's foot?
All right, so this is our second morning here at Indian Bread Rocks, and we decided to spend one more night. It's supposed to be windy again this afternoon. Maybe you can see out there, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think you can. Sky's pretty clear out this way compared to what it was yesterday over those hills. And but back this way, you might be able to see the haze in the distance. I guess the dust is still out there. But anyway, we're walking up these hills that are right in front of us. And what I noticed yesterday was that there was a lot more balancing rocks around here than I first thought. And then there's all these big rocks on top of things that you kind of wonder how they got there. Maybe things have eroded since back in time and those kind of rolled down and got on them. I don't know. But it's interesting this morning, Carol, we put our chairs under the truck for the night to keep them, just in case it rained or something, keep them dry. And I pulled mine out and sat down, didn't think anything of it. I kind of think I thought a little bit of like, yeah, there's always a possibility that a snake or something will be around, but I wasn't too worried about that. It was so cold. I don't think they're slithering around when it's that cold at night. But Carol pulled her chair, and all of a sudden I hear her go, ah! And she had a little baby scorpion on the back of her chair. Probably it was kind of curled up, like it was trying to stay warm, and it was about the size of a dime. It was really small, and it was kind of golden. Anyway, she had knocked it off by the time I thought of getting a picture. I didn't have a camera with me. I was kind of sitting down having my coffee and stuff. So anyway, we're here and walking up the hills here, and there's Carol and Trigger. Trigger absolutely loves this place. He gets to run free and go explore, and there's like burrs and stuff to get his feet, which has been awesome. So I'm gonna sign out here because you guys probably want to see something. You can see the dust haze still there, the layers towards the ground, the haziness. Well, there's where we're camped, right down there. There we are. We put the front of the camper down to get a little more solar, and it really does work. Here I thought the fracture in the rocks was pretty cool. Oh man, this is pretty cool. Doesn't this look like a face? Not a whole lot of cactus around here, but there's enough of it. And you can see those humongous spikes on there. I mean, this is a small cactus, and that's probably close to a 3-inch spike there at the bottom. Looks like the whole cactus leaf there is only maybe about 4.5, 5 inches. Nuts, huh? Well, what's interesting is from down below, these rocks here look like there were actually 2 walls up here, and it's kind of cool to see them up close. Have a little fracture or a vein in the rock here. Alright, so I'm moving through here. I found a nice little cut in the rocks here. Oh, always fun to walk underneath a bunch of bouncing boulders. Let's see, do I walk that way? Fine. Still recording. Kind of at a dead end here. Kind of wondering, I don't have any water to rinse this off, but kind of wondering if it's a piece of pottery or just a slab of stone. Probably just a slab of stone. Now I gotta walk back through. Alright. Just up amongst the rocks. You don't need to see me go back through. I have to admit, it's kind of cool in here. Yeah, I walked through the channel and then back in underneath the rocks. Yeah, so that cave is pretty cool, right here behind me. Yeah, I got some shots inside, kind of a cave-like look. Pretty cool inside there. I also noticed my face is getting pretty red, which it usually does on these trips. I just seem to windburn, sunburn pretty easy, and it's just stays red. It doesn't turn too tan usually, but that's the way it is. I don't see a lot of trees up here, but I thought this one was pretty nice. And resting at the top of the hills. Well, we're not at the top yet. We can go a little higher. If we can go around here and go up. Oh, look at these gorgeous sotals. No leaves yet, or no blooms. We should see some with blooms and leaves a little later on this trip. So it would appear that this ocotillo is getting ready to bloom. And I think you can probably see those thorns. They're incredibly thorny bushes. And yet they were commonly used for roofing. A little skeleton of something. Let me see if I can zoom in a little here. Have no idea. If you know what it is, put it in the comments. Very interesting. Still got some fur and legs, kind of mangled up. Very interesting. So I'm kind of stuck here between some ocotillos. And then I saw this like step pattern going up. And another balancing rock here. Obviously you'll understand I'm not a geologist. How do all these big boulders get up on top like this? You know, you'd think they'd be down below and you'd have smaller things, but to be sitting on top of the smooth areas, it makes you wonder if there was something higher at one point that got stripped away or something. It's a mystery to me. I thought it was interesting. Remember those steps I pointed out just a minute ago? But then as you look here along the rock, you'll notice almost a perfect lines of another kind of rock down the middle of this particular one here. So I found this another little cave here. This is all pretty cool. I'm gonna go wide for now. Okay, now we're wider. Better view coming in here. Oh boy, that sucker is not balancing out as much as you might think. Whew. Well, hopefully these colors come out. It's really cool. Kind of the aqua, and then the brownish, almost copper-like colors. Found this boulder on the way down. I see another one here I'm going to go check out. Here's another one I saw a little higher up. Did I find Mercury's foot? Now tell me, folks, that that doesn't look like a foot. Come on. Little wing on the back. It's Mercury's foot. Just chipped off the part that goes horizontally to the left there. But that's Mercury's foot. You can't tell me it's not. Here's another view of Mercury's foot. I should call it Mercury's foot. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Carol photographing. Guess I'll
I'm coming into the picnic area here. Nice little balancing rock right above the picnic area. There's Carol and Trigger over there under the tree. Oh, look here. You can see, Carol, do you notice how the rock slab broke and then slid down? Right? That's cool. You can see where it broke right up there and then slid right down here. That's pretty awesome. Nice picnic area. The guide we read indicated that it was almost pristine, like no one ever used it. Oh, there's some firewood, Carol. Like no one ever used it, but it was impeccably maintained. Lions Club and Masonic. That's interesting. All right. It's like a big A right here.
It's like the Masonic.
Oh, it's a Masonic symbol, yeah. Etched in the rock there, if you can see it. Yeah, we didn't see any pictographs here,
Yeah, but
but there's all these fake ones here in the parking lot, or picnic area, I mean. Kind of a Native American with a bow and arrow, and some kind of a figure of a man, I guess. Pretty funny. I'd heard about him, but I wasn't looking for him. Alright, so, yeah, two little large grills, stone grills. Alright. I thought the surface of the rock here was just kind of cool.
All right, so here we are, just hanging out. This is what we do. You can see.
finished some lunch.
Yes, and you can see the beautiful view here of the scrub, and that just goes on and on. You walk out there, and all you see is scrub.
Scrub and cow pies.
Yeah, scrub and cow pies. But Carol just made a delicious refried beans with manchego cheese and our favorite chips, which we get at Costco, multi-grain tortilla chips. Actually, I don't think they used to be called multi-grain tortilla chips, but that's kind of what they are. Anyway, and then we're just splitting a nice grapefruit water from our local grocery store. But this is what we do. We like to just hang out. That's why we're out here. We just enjoy being outdoors, and even scrubby scenery is pretty.
Did you tell them about the BLM officer?
Oh, we had the BL.
Here, bring me in, please. There.
Got to clean me up here. I have beans in my mustache.
beard.
Actually, I've been letting my mustache grow a little longer, and there's a disadvantage when you eat. The hairs kind of like can't keep them out of your mouth, but the advantage is it's kind of like flossing at the same time. Anyway,
The BLM officer.
the BLM officer. I've been doing this for 45 years or something like that. And first time I've ever even seen a BLM officer at all, or any BLM person. But anyway, he showed up, and just making sure that everybody knows the rules, and if there's any problems or complaints, and I guess that's it.
Nice guy, yeah. Told us that the interstate had been shut down
Yeah, that's right. That
The dust.
the dust storm I showed you guys yesterday, which is supposed to happen again this afternoon, they shut down I-10. I don't know how many miles it is, but it's like a big detour. I thought he said 70, but that seems like it must be a different 70. It's probably the one that goes by Globe or something. I don't know. But
The
they
detour, yeah.
Yeah, they reroute everyone out around the plains area there where the dust storms are.
They said he said that they'd had some really big accidents in the dust storms between Bowie, which is right where we are, and Lordsburg, which is on I-10 right up there in New Mexico. You have to kind of go up the highway goes kind of up and down in an inverted V shape. But he said they've had enough really bad accidents that they make a point now of shutting the interstate down when it gets too bad, and detouring everybody a significant distance apparently. So
Yeah, I mean, looking out here, it's just blue sky. And yesterday we could just see the dust climbing, and I was kind of familiar with that. I'd been north of Alamogordo and White Sands one time camping, and I just saw the cloud come up like that, almost identical to what I saw yesterday, and then it just kind of moves in and covers you eventually if the wind's going your way. So anyway, I just thought I'd check in and you could see what we do. And we just sit around and we take our walks and stuff, but then we just kind of enjoy being out in nature.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what we...
I admit, though, I do break out. I bring along crossword puzzle books and Sudoku, which I pretty much only do on these trips, just to kind of keep my brain in gear. But John's brain is always spinning, figuring out some problem or whatever, so... But yeah, we do a lot of sitting and grinning.
Yeah. So anyway.
Trigger's up in the truck taking a little nap.
Yeah, his feet are still, I think, a little sore. And anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm hoping you guys can see me, because I might just have to be a dark face, a dark figure in the desert. But, hey, what can I say?
See
Bye.
you later.
See you soon. Bye. All right, so Indian Bread Rocks is a really cool place. Yeah, I think Carol likes it.
Yeah, I like it. Trigger likes it, although he's got sore feet now from scrambling around on the granite. But this would be a great place to bring kids that are kind of rock scrambling.
Yeah, the rock.
Our 6-year-old granddaughter could probably manage most of this really well. And it's just gorgeous. You find all these little pockets of gardens and elements in the rocks.
And
it's wonderful.
One of the cool things about it, and I'm not this much taller than Carol. We're about the same height, but just the way we're standing on the rocks. But the granite is incredibly grippy. I mean, it's very, very textured. And I'll have to get a shot of the texture. Remind me to get a shot of the texture. And I'll insert that here. But yeah, I mean, I've walked down some stuff that's probably, I'd say at least 45 degrees, if not even a little bit more than that, and not slipped at all, except you got to watch for the gravel. There are pockets of gravel sometimes, so watch for that. And then the stickery bushes. You don't want to get in the stickery bushes. But man, this place is just awesome. And I think I said we're staying here one more night. We just decided it's the weekend. We got a great spot. It's supposed to get real windy again this afternoon, and then the wind's supposed to go down. Although it was 33, well, Carol said she saw it down to 32. It's supposed to get into the 20s to the next couple nights. So it's going to be a little cold, but hey, that's part of going in March, right? And getting the beautiful weather for the most part. I mean, down here in June would not be a whole lot of fun. So it's great.
It'd be hot.
It'd be very hot. So
we can see I-10 from here.
Yeah, we can. I can.
So
out
it's
there.
not far off the road, just south of Bowie.
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 We
We
say
say
Bowie.
Bowie in Texas.
Yeah, for Jim. Jim
Yeah.
Bowie, our buddy.
Jim Bowie.
So, all right, guys. I don't know if we're going to do another wrap. If it's not, then thanks for watching on this video. I'm sure this will be an end of a video here at Indian Bread Rock. So we really appreciate watching. Like and subscribe. Let us know if, you know, what you like. Let us know if you've been to these places and what you thought of them. Just give us your opinions. We're really anxious to find new places. If you know some place around here that we haven't mentioned or we don't go on this trip, leave a comment about it. Because we like to come down here about once a year. One of our trips a year is usually down in this area.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the destination spots when we travel back here again.
The biggest problem is doing a vlog is trying to get original material. So you kind of force us to look for places we haven't found before, and that's a good thing because we get kind of in a just going to the places we love, and which is nothing wrong with that.
But we can't do that year after year.
Yeah.
Here we
so,
are back at Indian Bread Rock.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much did a thorough investigation of this place, at least the main
For
areas
us,
here.
yeah.
So anyway, again, thanks a lot, and we'll see you in a bit. Or on the next video, or
Okay.
whatever.
Whatever.
Bye.
Bye.